Hey everybody, hope you're doing good today. Neil the Knife Guy here. Just doing sort of an EDC video today. What I've been carrying off and on probably for the last 2 months, I would say. I'll start off with some of just your standard stuff that doesn't really change too often. My wallet, just your regular sort of ID tracker protection wallet. Never be too safe nowadays, I guess. The keys pretty much stay the same nowadays too. The Night Eyes doohickey on here. You got your Victorinox Classic. Just a little lanyard with a schmuckatelli bead on it. Some keys. This little pocket clip I made for the keys out of Kydex. Just clips on the pocket, just keeps them dangling so they don't bunch up with all the other stuff I carry in my pockets. Works really well. Next, we'll probably go this Coleman here. This is what I eat with at work. Got this from a friend at work during Christmas time, and really been happy with it. If you undo or open the fork part here, you could actually separate the two sides, and you could actually have a fork and spoon separate, which I really like. But one of the main things that I like about separating it is you could actually have a fork and knife. Has a bottle opener and a can opener on it also, so pretty much all your eating tasks should be done with this one tool here. And very useful. Don't have to bring or remember to bring, because I often forget to bring a fork and a knife or a fork and a spoon to work. So I just keep this in my bag and it's always good to go. On the flashlight, I usually carry my T10S. This light is pretty old now, almost probably going on 3 years old. Still works perfectly fine. I did have a problem where I needed to tighten down the head. It wouldn't go on. Just had to take a pair of tweezers and sort of rotate that inside thing here. And it worked ever since. Just from dropping it, I guess, it got a little bit loose. But haven't had too much problems with that whatsoever. Multi-tool. I really only have one standard multi-tool, and it's the Victorinox Spirit X here. Great multi-tool, very smooth operation and very useful. Definitely could use this tool hard, and I have used it hard, and it's still good as new. Might be some scratching on the polished surfaces, but with the tool you use, you don't really care about that sort of stuff. Been carrying a lot of just standard Swiss Army knives also. This is the Super Tinker. This has been in my pocket non-stop for the last 2-3 weeks now. And you get your scissors, main blade, small blade, can opener, bottle opener, tweezers, toothpick, multi-purpose hook, reamer awl, and your Phillips screwdriver here. Really like this Swiss Army knife. Perfect balance between function and size. Also been carrying on and off this here, the Recruit. Slimmer, smaller design. It's a 84mm frame if I'm not mistaken. And you can sort of see the smaller size there. I wish they would make a lot of their full-size Swiss Army knives in this smaller size. I would love to see a pair of scissors in this size of Swiss Army knife. Also been carrying the Cadet here on and off. Just a nice slim tool. This one has the fingernail file on it instead of the small blade. And really don't notice this when it's in your pocket. So that's a nice one to carry also. As for main blades, just going to try to move some of this out of the frame here. Make some room. As for main blades, I've been carrying my 940 a lot. For the past week and a half, this has been the knife I've been carrying. Great action, great function, just an overall awesome knife. This is the Dash 2, so you got the green barrel spacers, flow through design, S30V blade. I do have the deep carry pocket clip on here, and you can see it's pretty scuffed up, but that's sort of the way of, well, just throw it around. But that's sort of the way with Benchmade's sort of coating on their pocket clips. It's more of a paint than an actual coating, so it comes off fairly easily, but no real big deal to me. Sticking with Benchmade, I have been carrying my 710. This is a large knife for me. Just maybe compare it size-wise to the 940. You can see there, quite a bit bigger, but it's an awesome blade to carry. D2 steels, super capable, and the overall quality of this knife is pretty stellar. It's got some really big washers on it. Big diameter washers, so you get a lot of stability side to side. No blade play in this whatsoever, and it's very smooth. With that recurve and D2, and also the blade thickness, you get a lot of performance out of this knife. Switching over to Spyderco. Spyderco is probably my main company that I look for in a carry knife. I've been carrying my Sage 5 a lot. Compression lock, S30V steel. Blade looks like it needs a little bit of a cleaning still. Just an overall very comfortable knife in hand. Deep carry wire pocket clip. This one has a little bit of a problem with the detent. There's a little bit of movement in the detent before it actually breaks free, and I guess you could sort of see that there. Doesn't really affect the overall performance or operation of the knife, so I'm not really too concerned about it. That's one thing I've been sort of noticing. As long as the knife functions the way it's supposed to, I don't really care about like blade centering or things like that. Been also carrying a crap ton, the Paramilitary 3 or Para 3. Just probably one of my overall favorite knives. Great feel in hand no matter how I hold it here. I do gotta sort of cramp my hand when it's in this back position. If I just sort of relax my hand, you can see my finger goes all the way to the back here, but you still get 4 fingers on it. A lot of power behind this blade, and it's a very well ground blade, so you get a lot of nice performance, nice slicing ability out of it. And it does have my favorite steel, S30V. Easy enough to sharpen, holds a good edge, and the more you use it, sort of that self-sharpening S30V, where the carbides still sort of get toothy and it'll cut for a long time. Especially with like cardboard or twine. And then another larger knife would be the Endura here. You see some scratches on the blade coming through. Just a great user knife overall. This one's smoothed out really well, so I'm able to thumb flick it no problem, and actually Spidey flick this one. You can see I put some black enamel into the actual logo here just to make it stand out a little more. Great blade overall. And pretty much that's what I've been carrying the last couple months. Would love to get a Victorinox compact. I think that would be probably my perfect sort of Swiss Army knife. Has a scissors combination tool instead of the can opener and bottle opener. It sort of combines that into one. What else does it have? Scissors, main blade. It would have the plus scales already on it, so you'd have your pen, your tweezers, your toothpick. And on the back side it had the multi-purpose hook that has the file on the back of it, just a fingernail file on the back. And instead of the Phillips, that one has the corkscrew with mini corkscrew or mini flathead driver, and then it would have the spot for the pin. So really want to get that one. Just sort of been putting it off because sort of for what you get for that knife, the compact, it's a little bit more pricey even than this model here in the Super Tinker. But yeah, that's what I've been carrying probably the last 2 months, and really sort of been falling into my sort of niche of what I like to carry. Love performance, love ease of carrying something. If it's a pain in the ass to sort of carry and get out of your pocket and actually use, haven't been sort of carrying it. So this right here sort of represents what I've been after the last maybe 2-3 years in an EDC sort of system, and really been narrowing down what I like. And that's been sort of part and parcel to just trying out a bunch of stuff. You're not going to find what you like in maybe 1 or 2 blades, and that's why a lot of us get a lot of different knives, and just now sort of falling into the groove of what I actually like to carry. So that's probably it for this video, guys. Just, well, I was going to say a quick one, but we're at 11 minutes. So just going to cut this off here. Got another video coming sometime next week. It's going to be a maintenance video on how to take care of a Swiss Army knife, replacing the scales, all that sort of stuff. So stay tuned for that, and hope you guys have a good day. Bye, guys.